Hidden inside history are experiments so disturbing that even the scientists involved later tried to erase them. We're diving into the darkest social experiments ever conducted. Stay tuned till the end. Nazi twin experiments. Inside Nazi concentration camps, doctors carried out experiments on prisoners with a focus on twins. Children were especially targeted. Researchers injected them with unknown chemicals, exposed them to diseases, and forced them through painful procedures without anesthesia. Twins were used as living comparison charts. One child would be experimented on, while the other was kept as a control. Some victims were injected with dyes directly into their eyes in attempts to change eye color. Others were subjected to surgeries designed to test organ limits or study genetic similarity. There are documented cases where children were sewn together in attempts to artificially create conjoined twins. Most of these children died from infection or trauma. Survivors described constant fear, pain, and confusion, trapped in an environment where they were seen as objects instead of people. Willowbrook hepatitis experiments. From the 1950s through the 1970s, children living in an overcrowded institution for intellectual disabilities became test subjects in a long-running medical study. Doctors deliberately infected healthy children with hepatitis. To spread the disease, researchers fed them extracts made from the waste of infected patients. Parents were often pressured into signing consent forms and sometimes told their child might not be admitted to the institution if they refused. Many children developed severe illness. Some suffered permanent liver damage. The facility itself was unsanitary and overcrowded, which helped infections spread even faster. Soviet human radiation experiments. During the early Cold War, secret Soviet research programs exposed prisoners and hospital patients to dangerous levels of radiation. Some individuals were injected with radioactive materials so scientists could track how radiation moved through the body. Others were placed in radiation chambers to observe how long the human system could withstand exposure. Victims later developed cancers, organ damage, and chronic illness. Many were never informed that they had been part of an experiment. Unit 731. During World War II, a secret military research facility treated prisoners like disposable lab equipment. Civilians and prisoners of war were deliberately infected with deadly diseases like plague, cholera, and anthrax, so scientists could watch how the infections destroyed the human body step by step. Some prisoners were locked outside in freezing conditions until their skin and flesh froze solid. Guards then tested different ways of thawing the limbs, recording how tissue rotted and died. Others were sealed inside pressure chambers to see how much force the human body could take before organs failed. Victims were cut open while still alive and fully conscious without anesthesia, so researchers could observe their organs in real time. Thousands of people died inside that facility. Project MK Ultra. During the Cold War, a secret intelligence program tried to unlock ways to control the human mind. Ordinary civilians were secretly given LSD and other powerful drugs without their knowledge in hospitals, prisons, and even public spaces. Some people were repeatedly dosed for weeks or months so researchers could study how their minds slowly broke down. Victims reported terrifying hallucinations, paranoia, and severe psychological damage. Some never fully recovered their sense of reality. In hidden safe houses, drugged subjects were watched through one-way mirrors while their behavior was secretly recorded. They had no idea they were part of an experiment. The Monster Study. In 1939, researchers selected orphaned children as test subjects because they had no parents to protect them. Some children were constantly told they had severe speech problems even when they spoke perfectly normally. The repeated criticism crushed their confidence. Children who once spoke freely became anxious, withdrawn, and afraid to talk. Some developed stutters and speech issues that followed them into adulthood. The researchers never fully repaired the emotional damage they caused. These children were used as tools to test a theory with little concern for the lifelong consequences. Tuskegee Syphilis Study. Starting in the 1930s, hundreds of men with syphilis were told they were receiving medical treatment. In reality, doctors were secretly studying how the disease destroyed the body when left untreated. Even after penicillin became a proven cure, it was intentionally withheld. Researchers chose to keep watching the disease progress rather than save the patients. Over the years, the men suffered blindness, organ failure, brain damage, and slow physical decline. Their families were unknowingly infected, and children were born with the disease. Many participants died believing doctors had been helping them. The study lasted 40 years. Researchers even attended funerals to record final outcomes. Stanford Prison Experiment. College students volunteered for what they thought was a simple psychology study. They were randomly assigned to act as guards or prisoners inside a fake prison. Within days, the guards began inventing humiliating punishments. Prisoners were deprived of sleep, forced into degrading routines, and mentally worn down. Some broke into tears and showed signs of serious emotional distress. The guards grew numb to the suffering. Abuse started to feel normal. Even the researchers became so absorbed in the experiment that they didn't immediately stop it. The study had to be shut down early because it spiraled out of control. Holmesburg Prison Experiment. In a prison environment, inmates were recruited for research involving toxic substances and experimental drugs. Many agreed because of financial desperation or hopes of improved treatment. Prisoners were exposed to chemical agents that caused painful reactions and long-term health complications. Some suffered permanent skin damage and chronic illness. Refusing to participate could lead to problems or punishment within the prison system. The Aversion Project. Military authorities attempted to suppress soldiers' identities through extreme interventions. Subjects underwent electroshock sessions and hormone treatments designed to alter behavior. Many participants experienced severe psychological trauma, including depression and identity fragmentation. Some described long-lasting emotional numbness and distrust. Every experiment you saw tonight was real. Which one disturbed you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and tell me what topic you want me to uncover next. If you found this video eye-opening, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into history's darkest secrets. See you in the next one.